Okay, today we're going to work on combined work, which is an application problem for solving rational equations. We'll take the same amount of time to complete a task, such as cleaning your bedroom, if you do it alone or with the help of a friend, which will be faster. Well, hopefully it would be faster if you work with the friend, if both of you are serious about getting the work done. So here's the equation for combined work. Combined work is the task, which is cleaning the room, one task, over the one person's time, plus the task again, cleaning the room, over another person's time, equals the task, which is one room to be cleaned, over the combined time. This equation really comes from the equation of rate times time equals distance. If you solve for rate, you have distance over time. In this case, the one task is your distance, what you're accomplishing, and the person's time is underneath. So let's do a couple example problems. Okay, so working together, Esteban and Ray J can clean up a room in 5 hours. If Esteban were working alone, it would take 8 hours to complete the task. How long will it take Ray J to clean up the room by himself? So you're setting up the equation, which would be 1 over 8, which is Esteban's time working alone. Okay, then 1 over Ray J's time, which we don't know. And then 1 over the combined time, which would be 5 hours. So then you're working out a rational equation. You look for the least common denominator, and you give the numerator the factors that it needs to make the least common denominator, and then you're really multiplying both sides by 40x, which is the least common denominator, which leaves you with the numerator. And then once you do that, you can just easily solve for x, and that gives you the amount of time that it takes Ray J to complete the task on his own. Okay, so now we're going to look at number 5 on the assignment sheet. Linda and Toonie want to pick up the mess from their granddaughter, Kaylin, who has made a mess in the playroom. So Toonie could do it in 15 minutes working alone, and Linda, working alone, could complete the task in 12 minutes. How long would it take them if they worked together? So here's the equation that you would set up. Is the task is cleaning up the room, and the first person's time is 15 minutes. Once again, the task is cleaning up the room, and the person's time is 12 minutes, and then we want to find the combined time. So then you're looking for a least common denominator, and you could factor this further, but just kind of making it simple. This looks like this is what would be the least common denominator. Everybody would need a 5, a 4, a 3, and an x. So you get the least common denominator, giving the numerator whatever you multiply the denominator by, you multiply the numerator by, so you're only really multiplying by 1. And then you technically are multiplying each side by the least common denominator, which eliminates the denominator and gets you the numerator. And then here is how you'd solve your answer. And it comes out to be really 6 minutes and 2/3 of a minute. If you did want to convert it so that it made a little more sense, you would multiply it by 60 and get how many seconds. So it would be 6 minutes and 40 seconds would be your answer. Okay, so now we're going to work on number 8. Tommy and Alicia are laying a tile floor, working alone. Tommy can do the job in 20 hours. And the two of them working together, they can complete the job in 12 hours. How long would it take for Alicia to lay the floor working alone? Okay, so here's the equation that you would set up. The task is laying the floor tile, and the first person's time is 20 hours. Alicia's time we don't know, so we set that equal to x. And then the combined time is 12 hours. So then once again you look for a least common denominator. And if you factor it out a little bit, it might make it a little easier to find. And then you give the numerator to the least common denominator. You multiply the numerator and the denominator by the same values to get your denominator to being common. And then you basically multiply both sides by the least common denominator, which leaves you with the numerator. And then this is your final solution. So it would take Alicia 30 hours to complete it on your own. And that's it.